Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fransisca Probo. In this morning, I will to explain about my paper with the title Examination of Acute Glomerulonephritis after Streptococcus or GNAPS with Primer of Pyrogenic Exotoxin B or SpeB gene of Streptococcus pyogenes bacteria. And this is the background. GNAPS. We know GNAPS, we can call acute glomerulonephritis after streptococcus or like inflammation in our glomerulo. This is secondary infection because of the first infection is not cured or not get good treatment. The first infection like an upper respiratory tract infection or a skin infection. And in the epidemiology, patient of GNAPS consists of several things. 20% of patients with impetigo infection, and then 19% of the patient with pharyngitis, and more than 2% to nephrogenic. And this is the patient commonly did in the children with the age 5 until 10 years. Nah, GNAPS causes Streptococcus pyogenes. Streptococcus pyogenes is bacteria who has coccus and positive gram who can produce like enzyme and toxin. The enzyme like hyaluronidase, streptokinase, hemolysin, streptolysin exotoxin, like SPEA, SPEB, SPEC. Exotoxin SPEA and SPEC have same time like activate some T cells. Different with exotoxin SPEB. Exotoxin SPEB has virulence because exotoxin SpeB can breaking down house proteins such as gastdermine A or GSDMA on epithelial cells and then can triggering inflammation by immediately the cleavage of the cytokine precursor interleukin 1 beta, and the third inhibiting complement factors. This is exotoxin SPEB characters and the toxin found during infection. Yeah. So the toxin is potential biomarker. It is time the discovery of biomarker has been well researched trend over the past decade. Appropriate biomarker helps improve examination method that are more specific to the target. Not only that, this is a second reason. The laboratory test who can make it diagnose someone infected by Streptococcus pyogenes with three ways. The first, culture with a microbiology test. The culture have weakness. The weakness is need a long time to release the result cause hard to isolate the bacteria from the multi micro samples, and the serology test need 3 until 5 days to release the immunology response, like interleukin 6 or TNF alpha and others. And the third is molecular test. Molecular test usually use a primer. The primer is 19-SSS RNA, and this is have weakness. The weakness is we must get the bacteria and we will to amplification the DNA. If we are not get the bacteria, we will not get the result. Not only that, PCR is um, do or the test like a professional medical laboratory technician. As not only that, PCR is not distributed to many hospital. So toxin SpeB can be alternative primer to change 19 SS RNA with a design primer in silico. This is my method. I use the session number L26148.1 with the title Streptococcus pyogenes, pyrogenic exotoxin B or SpeB gene. I search the accession number from NCBI or National Center for Biotechnology Information. I get the FASTA from here, and the FASTA I copy and paste in Primer 3 Plus website. This is a website for design primer in silico. Now, I get 5 primer, primer forward and primer reverse. And then I check the quality, the primer with the web oligo calculator to know the hairpin or diameter of the primer. The best primer is not doing dimer and hairpin. So the primer number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5, I choose the number 5 because the primer number 5 is more likely because primer has 150 under 232 base pair because the primer size makes sure have a low specificity. After we choose the primer, primer reverse or primer forward, we can pick the primer and we lay in the primer 1 and primer 2 in this website. The website is in silico PCR amplification, and for the microorganism column, we can take apply to all Streptococcus. We must waiting about 10 until 12 seconds, and this is the result. In this 88 and 86, we can getting the pen show if our primer is a good and can doing amplify in Streptococcus pyogenes all of the characters or species or like some culture. So this is a best primer we have. Not only that, we can check the homology our primer with a plus nucleotide. We can doing that in NCBI, and the result is 100%. The FASTA and the primer get some Streptococcus pyogenes with a good primer. Not only that, we can check the protein for validation. Protein SpeB, we can call or have synonym streptopane. We check the test validation in PDB. PDB is like a website, protein data bank. This is the picture of a streptopane, and we can make it clearly if the folding structure indicate that this protein is functional and can be used as a marker. This toxin protein can be used to develop a vaccine or reagents that use protein target as a detection target. So this is my conclusion. I have a three conclusion. The first, the primer design obtained in silico product, the best primer for the detection of the SpeB gene of Streptococcus pyogenes, namely the forward primer, forward 5 prime, KKT, KKT, KA, C, KKE, CKT, CTT, 3 prime, and the reverse prime is the reverse 3 prime, TK, CC, TE, CEE, CE, KTE, CTTT, KK, 5 prime. And the second, the primary design is able to amplify the SGBB gene reaction with a amplicon with a size 151. And the third, this primer can be used in genetic examination with the PCR method, so that is treat clearly or early so that we will reduce the death rate due to GNAPS. Thank you. I think enough I explain about my paper.